What's up guys, it's James here, and in today's video I want to talk to you about the secret to getting real estate investors as your clients for Airbnb management. Now, I've talked about different niches on this channel before. I've talked about the importance of choosing a niche for your property management company, but in this video I really want to take one niche in specific, a very popular one, real estate investors, and I want to dive into it in more detail and talk about some of the really important factors and some of the secrets to actually getting these real estate investors to come on board and have you manage their property and stick with you long term. Now, if you haven't already done so, I have no idea why, but you are going to want to click the link in the description down below and check out the free training. If you haven't done it already, you're crazy for missing out on all of this value that we packed into this free training. It is literally hours long. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours in length, where I'm not saying that to say, hey, I get it. I get that it seems daunting to put that kind of time in and you're gonna need to schedule it in. But let me tell you, I promise you, it is jam-packed with value. It's that long because we go so in depth with all the training that we cover. We go so into the detail about exactly what you need to do. We really try to help you out to really understand this business without any background, without any experience, and show you how you can actually use this stuff to go and actually be earning $5,000, $10,000 a month managing other people's properties on Airbnb. So if you want to really get some actionable strategies, really literally get us to give you the tools that you need to get started, then just check out the description down below. Check out that link, click it, register for the free training. And like I said, we're gonna show you step by step exactly what you need to do. We're gonna help you to build this business. We're gonna give you the tools that you need to build this business, and the entire training and the tools that we're gonna be giving you at the end there are all completely free to you. So I highly recommend that you check that out if you haven't already done so. And with all that said, let's dive right into it. Let's start talking about this real estate investor niche. So real estate investors are a really good potential client for a number of reasons. Obviously, you can pick up multiple properties from one client, so that's really great. They can be a really good fit. They can be quite hands-off for you as far as management. So for the right person with the right set of skills, they can be a really, really good fit. Now again, we talk more in the training that's linked down below about how to figure out what niche is the best fit for you. But I'm assuming if you're watching this video that you've at least figured that real estate investors would be a good potential niche for you. So we're going to dive into it in a little bit more detail as far as how to actually get these clients. Now, you're going to want to do your own research into your specific niche in your specific area, because real estate investors are going to vary from place to place, the style of investor, the type of area, the location that they're in. But generally speaking, there are some similarities amongst all real estate investors. One very obvious one is that they are most interested, their number one priority is generally the returns that they're generating on the property. Makes sense. They're investing, so they want to maximize their returns. Now, some property owners, some investors are going to have varying levels, the extents to which this matters to them, but for most real estate investors, this is going to be priority number one. They're also going to want to generally be very hands-off with the property. You'll see this more and more as you get into larger scale property investors. If you find the investor that has maybe one property, then oftentimes they don't mind being a little bit more involved. But once they get a portfolio of 5 properties, they just don't have the ability to be more involved, because if they're more involved in the day-to-day, it means it's taking away from other work that they're doing. It means it's stopping them from being able to go and find new properties to invest in. So it really is, there's a very big material cost on that for them. So you're going to find that real estate investors generally are going to have 2 priorities, again, varying levels to which they prioritize these things, but 2 main priorities they have are maximizing their returns and minimizing their amount of time that they're putting into that. And that actually varies from a lot of different other types of property owners. The vacation homeowner is going to not really have a huge priority on the amount of returns they're making. Sure, they want to make a great return, but a lot of the time vacation homeowners didn't buy that home to make money off it. They bought it because they wanted a place to go on vacation. The fact they can make money is just helpful to them. So it's not a really huge priority to them. There are other ones, and we'll leave that for another video. But with your real estate investors, you're going to find those 2 massive priorities of maximizing return and minimizing time. So with that being said, you want to make sure that you really highlight that in your messaging and your offering, that you have a great solution to those problems. That is really how you're going to make sure that you get these properties on our management. So for example, when I'm messaging and I'm reaching out to property owners in the real estate niche, the real estate investing niche, I should say, I'm going to reach out to them and really keep it simple, really keep it to the point. I don't want to drag things out with them because I know that their time is money to them. They want to be efficient. So I'm going to message them and I'm going to reach out to them and really present clearly what I project I can help them to earn net of everything. I'm going to give them their bottom line. How much are you actually going to be able to earn on this? Net of everything, what is my projection? That's one thing I want to make sure I cover. Another thing I want to cover is I want to really highlight that my priority when managing properties for clients is to minimize the amount of time that they spend doing anything related to the property. That my goal is to absolutely remove all of the headache for them so that they can focus their time elsewhere and they can be completely hands off. Now, again, for vacation homeowners, that might come off as really scary. They might go, well, I don't want to be completely uninvolved in everything. I want to keep up to date with the property. But for a real estate investor, that is music to their ears. That's exactly what they want to hear. And so having that really prominently displayed in your messaging, your initial messaging, when you're first making contact and reaching out, that causes that real estate investor to really want to reach back out to you. And now we flip the tables. They're actually coming to us and they're pulling to try to get us onto a meeting because they want to know how we can help them to earn more money and save time, right? And then we really want to be able to back that up. Now, real estate investors, they tend to be more analytical people as well. You get more emotional people when you go into vacation homeowners. But with real estate investors, they tend to be more analytical. So if you have a tool that you can use to really break this down and quantify for them and really show them exactly where your numbers are coming from and what contingencies you built into your plan there, that again is going to inspire a lot more confidence than just talking a big game. That's why in the free training that we've linked down below, I actually give you a tool that does exactly that. And I give you the tool and instructions on exactly how to use it and how to set it up completely free. It's going to be really, really valuable. And that tool also helps you determine how much you can actually earn in management fees from every property so you can go and actually provide those projections to yourself going into each property that you're looking at. So that is really what you want to be focusing on is, focusing on highlighting those two big areas that they're most concerned about. And then you want to have an analytical approach to be able to actually back that up. Now, the other thing that's really nice about the investment is everyone is out there looking for an investment opportunity where they have a huge amount of upside and they can minimize their downside. Like Warren Buffett always says, rule number 1 of investing is don't lose money. Rule number 2 is refer to rule number 1. Not losing money is just as important, even more important than making money. So you want to be able to maximize the upside, but also minimize or eliminate, if possible, the downside for the property owner. So there's a couple creative ways that I like to structure our deals with property owners so that we can do both. We can maximize their upside, but we can also make it completely risk-free for them and minimize any potential downside. And this is what really it helps our conversion rate to be 80-90% of the property owners that we meet with are actually going to come on board under management with us because we make it a total no-brainer. We make it silly for them to say no. It's more often that I'll say, hey, you know what? You're not actually a good fit for us, and I don't think it would be a good fit. I'm not even going to offer to work with you because I don't think I can help you as much as you need to be helped. Than it is that someone I'm going to offer to them and they're going to say no, right? And that is because we've crafted an offer that really is just completely irresistible. And so with a real estate investor, that means crafting something that really meets those pain points. It means also presenting it in a way where it's backed by analytical data, where you can actually show them where you're coming from. And then the last component to that is being able to really minimize or if possible, eliminate the downside for them. So you got to think about what risks are there for a property owner, for a real estate investor in having you manage their property. Well, there's the risk that you're going to do a crappy job. There's the risk that their property might get damaged, something like that. There's other risks associated with it. And so you want to look at each one of those risks and see, okay, how can I structure things so that I eliminate those risks for the owner? And so we've come up with some really great creative ways to do that. Again, more details linked in the training in the description down below, so that we can really make it a no-brainer for these property owners, these real estate investors to work with us. So again, if you want the step-by-step guide on exactly how to bring those properties on our management and then how to actually start managing those properties effectively so you're delivering top-tier results and those property owners are going to want to stay with you long-term, and so that you can be earning $5,000, $10,000 a month managing people's properties on Airbnb and have the freedom to travel, to really spend your time the way that you want to, spend your time with your family, then I highly, highly, highly recommend you check out the link in the description down below. Check out that free training. Just go ahead, click the link, It's gonna bring you to a sign up page where you can sign up for a spot in one of the upcoming free trainings. Get yourself a spot before it's too late. I really wanna stress that because it's an incredible time to get started right now, and that training is absolutely invaluable. So I highly recommend checking it out. Like I said, it's also completely free, so you really have nothing to lose. Last, if you enjoyed this video, just click that like button, give me a thumbs up on the video. It does help out a lot with YouTube's algorithm, so I'd really appreciate that. If you want to stay up to date with the channel, as we post new videos, which we do twice every single week, then just click that subscribe button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can stay up to date when we post new videos and make sure you don't miss anything. And last thing I'm going to talk about is the comment section. Just leave me a note down below if you have ideas for upcoming videos, things you'd like to hear me discuss, or just to let me know how you're feeling, how you're doing, what you're thinking of the videos. Just let me know in the comment section down below. That's all for today. I'll see you in the next video.